Hey, I just wanted to address the last section of book 2, and I'm not going to go into all these exercises. The exercises audibly are already out there. I just want to talk about the concept of what is at the end of book 2. At the end of book 2 are 15 exercises. And this is something that I have not seen in other books. Again, if it's out there, that's great. Somebody else is doing it too. But I have not seen this. And what I've done with these 15 exercises is I've covered every possible 6-note, natural note combination on the neck. What do I mean by that? On the neck, we can have spots where I can play 6 notes and they're all natural. Like, I'm just going to do this real quick. Here's E, F, G, A, B, C. Those are 6 notes. They're all natural and it's within 5th position. Are there other places we can play that? Yes, and I address that in this. Okay? Are there other ways to play those notes that kind of vary? Yes. When you get between the G and the B string, you can have variations of something like that. Let's say that I want to look at A, B, C, and D, E, F, but I want to look at it in a spot where it's not just 4 frets, it's 5 frets total. And the reason I'm addressing this is because then we're vacillating in between 2 different positions. And here's an example, okay? Here's A, here's B, here's C, here's D and E. That's 2nd position, okay? Well, if I go to 3rd position, I have B, C, D, E, F, all right? So in 2nd, I have the A, I don't have the F, and in 3rd, I have the F, I don't have the A. Why would you want to learn something like that? Well, it shows variation, right? I did that between the G and the B string. What happens between the G and the B string? Whatever happens between the G and the B string happens once on the guitar. It doesn't happen anywhere else between 2 strings because the tuning with all the other strings is a 4th. G and the B is the only tuned 2 strings. That's a 3rd. So anyways, I'm just giving you a little background on why I did this in volume 2 as the last thing, and that is to get that repetition idea again going, as well as unique positions. Okay, you spend a little time doing this, and again, you start seeing patterns that you would have never seen before, potentially. Maybe you do. But I find simplistic exercises give you an insight that you can go, I don't necessarily understand how all of this is factored in when I'm playing the guitar, but if I can see patterns like this, I might be able to recognize them down the road too as I do other things. Again, that has to do with single notes, definitely has to do with chord shapes and scale patterns as well. But the last section in book 2 has every possible 4-fret natural 6-note combination and or every possible 5-fret total 6-note combination of all natural notes. When I show a 5-fret potential, I am actually doing 2 different positions. When I show a 4-fret potential, I'm only showing 1 position. And if you think about how that's laid out, which I'm trying to get you to understand something unique about this. Anytime I'm showing you natural notes that are existing within more than 1 position, it will always include the G and the B string. This is one of those things that you may know, you may not know. Anytime I'm showing you a consistent pattern of 6 natural notes within 1 position, it is always in the tuning of a 4th with the strings. Again, let me say that again. Anytime there is a 4-fret natural note playable position, it is always between the strings that are tuned by a 4th. Anytime there is a 6-note natural note combination that is within 2 positions of shifting within 5 frets total, It is always between the G and the B string. Okay, this is one of those things. Now, I do have other positions in here that include the G and the B string, but there are 3 strings total. So it's including either the G and the B with the high E, or it includes the G and the B with the D string. Those are 4-fret positions, though. So a 4-fret position with all natural notes does exist using the G and the B string, but you have to include either the E to make it 4 frets or the D to include 6 natural notes. This is one of those things, you may know it, you may not know it, but now that you know this idea, when you have the books and you're looking at these exercises, it's one of those, I never knew that. And it starts to give you this insight of just knowing where these natural notes are on the neck. Hey, if you know where the natural notes are, you can jump to different chords because you know the root of the chord if you know your chord shape, and you can jump all over the neck. You can also play different scale patterns around your chord shapes, and you may know a pattern that's all natural, or you may modify it because you're in a different key using sharps and flats. Point being is if you know where your natural notes are, you can modify your natural notes to either make them flat by lowering them or sharp by raising them up. Simple concepts, when applied, can yield really cool results down the road. All right, thanks guys. Take care. Thanks for watching this video. Again, I'm Phil Olson. To purchase the Awesome Guitar Series, click on the link below. It'll take you to Amazon. You can see full descriptions of each one of the volumes. After you've made your purchase and you receive them, go home and practice.